Well, good day to all of our awesome audience. We're taking a quick mental vacation break. We've got some new THW news we want to share with you very quickly. We're in Wyoming for our mental vacation break, so go on and just enjoy the mountains there, enjoy the water there. Again, we are in Wyoming. Okay, let's go to work here. As many of you are aware, my wife is scheduled to have surgery on September the 13th, Tuesday, September the 13th. We will still have our live webinar at our regular time of 8 p.m. Eastern. Now, it's likely that I will not be there, but what will happen is Queen Twitter will be there, and she will share a link on the webinar that you can get to your guests, so guests can still come onto the webinar. She's going to give them a link, and that link is going to be a presentation. And then for our existing audience, those who have already registered, you'll be able to have a Q&A with Queen. So I hope you enjoyed your mental vacation break. There we go. There we go. I didn't know how attractive watching a buffalo was, but that's pretty. Okay. All right. So those of you who are people of faith, please be in prayer or give positive thoughts. If you're not a person of faith, towards my lovely wife, her name is Karen. Thank you so much. We do appreciate that. Okay. All right. Let's go to work. That is gorgeous. All right. So let's go to work here. All right. So the first thing is I want you to make a note of this URL, THWleadership.com. THWleadership.com. This appears to be a site, kind of like a blog or what have you, put together by some top leaders in THWGlobal. It is not THWGlobal, but perhaps they've got some inroads. I'm not sure. About some things that's happening in THW Global. So THWleadership.com. What they say in the email that they sent was that the password retrieval system is now working. All right, so yay, the password retrieval system is now working. If you've had a challenge with being able to get into the system and you need to reset your password, it looks like that is working. Now, I'm going to give you some instructions in the event that the password retrieval system is still not working for you. You know what? I might as well go on and do that now. Let's go on and do that now. Give me a moment here. Give me a moment. All right. So what it says is, so let's say you're having a problem with your password. You try the password retrieval system and it still didn't seem to work for you. Okay. Then what they say is, I'm going to post this here on my whiteboard. Bear with me. All right, you can see THWleadership.com there. All right, so let's post this on the whiteboard. Let's do this, make it easy for you to see. Bear with me. All right, give me just a moment. Please. All right, so if you're still having problems after using the password retrieval system and it still didn't work for you, if you're having trouble with your username and password, click reply, and I'm going to give you what this email address is in this reply, and put the words, now this is key, password, password, password in the subject line. Failure to do so, they will not respond. So if you are using the password retrieval system and it still doesn't work, let me give you the email address that you are going to send an email to. Bear with me. Let me go and grab that. All right, so you're having a challenge with passwords. You use the password retrieval system. That still did not work. You're going to send an email to THWQ&A at THWleadership.com, and you're going to put in the subject, this is very important, put in the subject, in all caps, password, 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 okay? Put in the subject, all right, password. You know what, you may not want to do that in all caps. That might be a problem when it comes to spam. So I wouldn't do that in all caps. Password, 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 okay? All right, so that's if you're having a problem with the password retrieval system. Okay, so let's see what else they talked about here. All right, they said they are working on the viewing and time stats. All will be fixed. So obviously they are aware that some of the viewing time is not always correct. Sometimes it is, and then sometimes I'll watch a video and it doesn't show the full length or what have you. So, and that's to be expected. That's to be expected. We're still in beta. Even once we've launched, you know, there's going to be bugs, and they're not going to know where the bugs are until we are until we are live. So that's to be expected. They say make sure that you are logged in for video time to count. All right, and I know that if you go to give a thumbs up or a thumbs down, it's going to remind you. But if you don't give a thumbs up or thumbs down, which you should be, I mean, I want you to give at least a thumbs up with each video. Make sure that you are, make sure that you're logged in. Make sure that you're logged in. Give me just a moment. Let me show you where to go. All right, so for instance, there are two things you can do over here where it says view menu and sign in. Now, if you've already signed in, it's going to have your information here. I'm going to go in and sign in as my test. All right, so now what we'll notice, since I'm signed in as test, when I go up here to my menu, there we are. There's my one that I do my training from. Okay. All right. So make sure that you are signed in. Let's see. If your country cannot view videos yet, just build your team for now. There's so much more money in building your team than watching videos. So we will be in soon. We will be in all countries. I'm sorry. Be patient. It says that we're going to get a link before September 21st to register to be paid, so that we can, you know, actually start to make money. It says if the prospect has never visited your THWGlobal site, they will always be directed to the THWGlobal video platform to create a cookie to them, prior to them, excuse me for coughing in your ear, prior to them being able to directly sign up with you. This means the second time they use your link, it will take them to your personal opportunity website. So when you send your link to recruit someone, let them know they will have to go to your website link 2 times if they want to join you. Now, I hope they fix that, because that obviously is a little cumbersome. So if you're sending out information right now to new folks, let them know that, okay? Let them know, you know, people that you know in your email list or what have you, okay? Let's see here. Helpful hints to see if there's anything else here. I think we're okay here. All of this we've seen before. Now let's go over here to the THW Global Leadership Update. And this is at THWleadership.com. They say that we're now in over 200 countries. They list the top 10 countries here. If you have questions, they give you an email address here. All right, please make sure though that you check the FAQs before sending any additional questions, okay? And I'm going to be honest with you. I can't promise that if you send in a question that you're going to get a reply. I've got to think they're getting so inundated. There's been some questions that I've sent in that I did get replies. There have been some questions I sent in that I never heard anything back. And again, that's just to be expected, okay? Now, as it relates to the certified IV, of course, we have not beat the drum on that at all. Some of you maybe have already gone on and taken the steps to get certified. Some of you may be in wait mode. If you were planning on getting certified before the 21st, based on what they're saying, there's 1,387 positions still available. I was not aware that there was a count of 5,000, so I don't know if that's new information or if I just missed it. All right, I was not aware. Again, that has not been my focus as it relates to our audience, because our focus initially had always been, you know, free IV. Now, obviously, I see the advantage of being a certified IV, but you know, again, we haven't heard a voice, and until I hear a voice or we see the system launch and people are getting paid or what have you, only then will I feel that I can stand up on the rooftop and say, hey, go get certified. Now, with that being said, you big boys and big girls, some of you are going to go on and get certified anyway. And so if that's you, then just be mindful that apparently there's a 5,000 positions at the discounted rate. They're saying there's 1,387 that are left. All right, so if that's something you were looking at doing, you might want to go on and get that done. Again, I'm not beating the drum, and I don't want anybody to feel pressured. Remember, as a free IV, you can make up to $1,000 a month. I don't think anybody coming out of the gate is going to make $1,000 a month from viewing themselves. I think that's going to be a process. I hope that we do finally get to that number in time for those that you live in countries where your average minimum wage would support that. And then in terms of your teen income, your maximum teen income is $10,000 a month. Listen, you know, if you come out of the gate and you make, you know, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, whatever the number happens to be, then, and if you haven't gotten certified, well, get certified. Okay, get certified so that there's no cap whatsoever. $10,000 is a very generous cap to be in a business with no financial outlay. Okay, give us just a moment here. Viewing time is currently being recorded and will count towards all required initiation viewing hours. Be sure to get your viewing time in. We know the stat counter is not working 100% accurately. This is why we have a soft launch. So they say that. Let's see here. There's a video there from one of the top guys in the business. Okay, let's go down a little bit further. They talk about the outside advertising with third parties don't generate as much revenue as what will come when in-house advertising starts. They say it's going to start on November the 1st or before. And this will be when THWGlobal has its own advertisers, as well as those who get certified will be able to bring advertisers to the table. Now, here's something that's intriguing. I don't have a lot of information, no more than what's on the site. It says exciting power leg bonuses coming by October 2016 or before. If you go in your back office and you're looking at your team, you're going to have where it says dual team. And you're going to see a whopping number, because from the time that you joined, everybody that has joined THWGlobal after you has been put in a straight line, a straight leg under you. So some of you have tens of thousands, some of you have hundreds of thousands. We just personally went over, we're well over 1 million now. So I think we were in the top 15 or top 20,000 people that registered with THWGlobal. So that, you know, again, many of you are at least into the hundreds, if not thousands, tens of thousands, some of you hundreds of thousands, some of you might be over 1 million as well. Okay, now, I don't know what all this means yet, but what it says is this additional bonus is coming in October. It will create many 3, 4, 5, and even 6-figure monthly checks for those who have built a 10-level team. And so some of you have built very large 10-level teams. It benefits the average IV, international viewer, by allowing their power leg position to stay active and keep their power leg position, which continues to receive thousands of new IVs daily. It truly will excite many IVs who have taken the time to build a 10-level team, since they can earn 50 cents monthly income for every active power leg IV within their 10 levels. Okay, I don't quite know exactly what that means. Obviously, just reading it, it would seem to suggest that if you have anybody in your 10 levels and they're active. Now, what do they mean by being active? I don't know. I don't know if active means that they're actively viewing, if they, I don't know what active means here. All right, so I can't fully explain this because I don't fully understand when they say active. All right. So, but it looks like there could be 50 cents monthly income for every active, whatever active means, power leg, IV within your 10 levels. So you've got your 10 levels, and then each person within your 10 levels has people in their power leg. So it appears that the people that are in your power leg 1 that are also associated with your 10 levels, this is where this income stream could come from. Again, we don't have enough information to say exactly what that is. Now, they give some numbers here. We don't know what active means. But, you know, like some of you, let's say if you've got 1,000 active people in your power leg, that's also in your 10 levels. So let's say 1,000 people in your 10 levels, because if they're in your 10 levels, they're in your power leg. Then they're saying, hey, that's $500. All right. What did those 1,000 people need to do so that you generated the $500 or 50 cents times? Don't know that. Okay. I don't know if that just comes from them viewing a certain amount or what have you. Okay. So obviously we will stay tuned to this, because some of you have 1,000 or you have 5,000 or, you know, so again, this is something we'll pay attention to. Not exactly sure what active means. They go on to talk about in less than 90 days, some of the leaders, that this, to me, this is cool. There's more than 5,000 folks that in their 10 levels, they have 100 people or more. And I know for a lot of folks, they've never even come close to seeing anything like that. There's over 3,000 folks that have over 200 people in their 10 levels. There's 2,000 folks that have 500 people in their 10 levels. There's over 1,000 folks that have 1,000 in their 10 levels. There's over 600 folks that have 1,500 in their 10 levels. Over 500 folks that have 2,000 in their 10 levels. I've never seen these types of numbers before. Over 300 folks that have 3,000 in their 10 levels. Over 250 with 4,000. Over 100 with 10,000. So there's over 100 people that have 10,000 or more in their 10 levels. That's amazing. 60 with 20,000. 20 with 50,000, and there's 10 folks who've already hit 100,000 or more in their 10 levels. So I thought that was pretty cool to share. All right. Okay, so I think that does it. What I wanted, the main thing I wanted to cover was if you were still having any problems with your password. Let's see, did we cover everything? Those who were considering going on and getting certified, you know, we only have to the 21st anyway, which is not that far off. And you might, you know, if again, that 5,000, I had never seen that 5,000 before. And I don't know if that's new or if that's just the first time I paid attention to it. So if that's something you want to do, you want to go on and consider getting that in. And then obviously we're going to be looking out to hear more about this power leg bonus, which looks like it could be very lucrative. We just don't have the answers. Don't know what active means. Okay. All right. So with that being the case, there will still be a webinar on Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Queen will be there. She will disseminate the link for anyone that wants to watch the video presentation, the presentation of THWGlobal. She will remain there for Q&A to answer as many questions as she can in the time frame there, and she'll share with you how long she'll be there. You know, I don't know if she's going to be there for the full hour or not, but that'll be a good time to come in and get as much of your questions answered as possible. Any questions about reverse advertising system, Raz? You can ask, but she may not have the answers. Okay, those answers are probably going to be answers that I would be the ones providing answers to. And of course, I've got my I'll have my husband hat on and my father's hat on with my wife recovering from surgery. All right, I do plan on being back on Thursday night to our Raz webinar. Unless you hear differently from me, then expect to have me there on Thursday night. If something comes up and it doesn't look like I'm going to make that, I'll let you know that. With that being said, we love each and every one of you. Let's change the world together. starting with yours. And we're just a few days away, ladies and gentlemen, from fully determining if she is crap or if she's gold. She's looking like she's gold. All right, we love each and every one of you. Let's change the world together, starting with yours.